How you guys doing today? This is Mr. Cyclone with a tutorial on really just how to build in Minecraft. Because I get the question a lot. Mr. Cyclone, why are you such a good builder? How do you become a builder? Well, those answers pretty simple. Don't, for whatever reason, do redstone. Redstone is the bane of my existence. And, well, you gotta steer clear of that to be a builder. Or you can strive for the impossible and do both. So, well, let's get into it on how to become a wonderful builder. And some of my personal building tips I have collected over my time of building in Minecraft. Pocket Edition, of course. Because Java's a little bit different. For your second step, you're gonna want a color palette. So let's write that down real quick. Second step, color palette. Color palette. So like something that works well together. Like I'm gonna go back over here, and with this build, that's what I did. I added a color palette right over here. So like for the roof, originally I was gonna have green wool, moss, green terracotta, and I'm not sure what that is. Well, no, this is green concrete. That's dark. That's green terracotta, and then some spruce. That's exactly what I did for the roof, and that's kind of it went really well. And then for the walling right here, I had calcite, white concrete, white wool, and mushroom stem. But really, when I was building, these were the only two I actually used. And then I added diorite while I was building. So that's a prime example of during that whole building process, you're gonna find things that are gonna work and aren't gonna work. And that's just learning. That's just building in general. So that was step 2. Find your palette. Alright. Let's move on to step 3. Alright, so first things first. What are you gonna build? So let's get a sign real quick and just right off the steps of building. First, what is it that you want to build? And that's just where it starts. You gotta get the creative juices running. Gotta find your inspiration. Gotta find your inspiration first. So like maybe try and find something similar online that you've found that looks really what you're going for. Just modify and change that into something you really like. So that'd probably be your first step. So here are some examples of that over in my own test world. So right here we have my house, my beautiful house that I built here, and my inspiration from it is B00 100's Hermitcraft Season 7 just builds all in general, because I loved his mega base that season, and I wanted to adapt the use of the blocks. Like I added all these texture variants and diorite, something that just really differentiates the build itself and adds like new layer of life to it. Like this little banner sign right here, I fell in love with this because I think I saw it on one of his designs. And this little crane right here, which I mean, to be honest, I could have done a lot better, but it's what I could think of at the time. Alright, so we are on the third step. Out of about 4 or 5, there'll be 2 other steps actually. So let's do the third step. So the third step is start the layout. it's like over here. I began working on a design for my Mega Base for Archivia Season 1, or just Gen 1, whatever you guys prefer. And this was kind of the layout I had. And actually, if we go to another world real quick, I'm gonna spoil some behind the scenes stuff real quick. There is another design that never got completely finished in creative, but I fully built in survival. So let's update that world real quick. Now let's join. And that's a really cool mountain back there. Ah, man, it's covered up now. What a shame. So let's just wait for this to build terrain. And let's take a look at this now. Loading resources, loading, let's go. And, this is another good example of a layout. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so, step 4. Actually, we're on step 3 still. Layout, we just covered that. We're gonna actually skip to step 4 now. And start the actual bit. So, that was just the top design. This is the bottom part of it for my Season 1 Archivia base. And, well, the actual design of the world deviated a lot from this. Just more of the middle, like, all of the middle. All of the middle was deviated from. So, this is kinda the layout. Not the layout, but the first basic design I had for the whole thing. And, well, really, it's kind of simple. I have my basis colors. I have everything I want. Have the color palette right here. I had my idea. It was based off of Garian's Hermitcraft Season 7 Mega Base, Garian's Mansion. And here, later in the season, I experimented again with this really cool thing right here. And this I took this shape, but not all of this. I took the whole shape, but not the colors. So in the real world, this is a light blue wool. So let's show you real quick. It's light blue wool. This is, I don't know what the rest is, but that's a pretty good example. And so we near the final stage, step 5, the finished product. And this is gonna change real quick. Like, there's like a little few other stages in between, but really we don't really have to focus on those right now. Later in the future, I'll make a more in-depth video about those stages, but for now, what I have should hopefully work just fine. Alright, so this time we're not actually in the world. We're not actually in a Minecraft world. We're in, well, my photos. So remember the design we just looked at? This is it actually in survival. So you can tell I deviated a lot. And so let's skip to the next phase. Built this upper bit. And, well, that's the basic layout. I didn't have the color palette or anything anywhere, because, well, this was already planned out. So, next stage, built those little columns right there, and it was really fun. This whole build was really fun. So, next stage, added those sides there. Next stage, I added that little bottom cliff, which was weird since I didn't finish that main build first, but I guess it works. It wasn't a sleepover or anything. There we put on a roof and made those middle parts, and then we moved it to this, which is really kind of how I left it off. But after that, right like a day or a few hours before Season 1 shut down, Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there we go. There it is. So I kind of did that right there. I did that little bit of terraforming and added just the final key details of the base. So everyone, I hope this kind of makeshift tutorial helped you learn how to build. And well, I might not be the best explainer or entertainer or just speaker at all, but I really do hope that you at least learned something from this. So I will have to say thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, well, like the video. If you liked it, it helps a lot. And promoting this to others so everybody else can learn how to build. And, well, if you really liked this and want to see more, subscribe. But until then, I'll have to say goodbye, my friends, Mr. Cyclone, and peace out.